Grand Teton Harley-Davidson, Idaho Falls, Idaho. I'm the general manager of this store, our store in Pocatello, Eagle Rock Harley-Davidson, and Jackson Hole Harley-Davidson in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Oh God! Rode dirt bikes and stuff as a child. I got my first Harley-Davidson in 1999, Dyna Super Glide T-Sport, and I've been riding Harley-Davidsons ever since. Always had an affinity for the brand, and then my brother had a Springer Softail, and then a couple of XRs, and fortunate enough to have them earlier in life than I was, and I always wanted to ride with them, and so that's what inspired me to get my own. It's my escape. It's my freedom, right? So. Whatever's going on in life, whatever, I get on the bike, you just kind of meld with it, and everything else kind of goes away, and it's just you and the open road and all the tactile experiences that comes with it, and it centers me. I tie it a lot with Americana, with our heritage and history in the United States, and the heritage and the history with the brand. I'm former military. It means a lot to me how they provided motorcycles for the military when there was a need for it, and then how they provided to the veterans when they came home, the programs that they had available to them to purchase those motorcycles when they got back, and kind of gave them a new lease on life. And all of that kind of ties in with what I believe America is all about and the company is all about. And so for me, from an early age, it was Harley-Davidson or nothing. Currently, I have a 2016 Road Glide Special. So I love running through Palisades on the way up to Jackson. That's a lot of fun. That corridor along the lake there, a lot of twisties, a lot of corners. If there's no traffic, it can be a lot of fun. I took a long time to do Beartooth Pass, and I'll never miss another opportunity to do that. When I have the opportunity, Beartooth is spectacular. And then Tin Cup is always a lot of fun. Tin Cup, we each typically make a day ride out of it. There's a geyser hotel that we go and then have a little breakfast at, get the freeway out of the way right out first thing in the morning, and then just cutting up through Tin Cup and going into Alpine, Wyoming, and stopping for a nice iced tea or something up there at the at the Bull Moose Saloon, and then we get to ride Palisades on the way home. So it's really a fun ride. It's a nice little easy day loop. Yeah, there's a lot that come to mind, but I had the opportunity once to take my daughter down Pacific Coast Highway on that same '05 Road King that I referred to earlier, and it was just the kind of day you dream about. The weather was perfect, the sun was shining, the traffic was light, the beaches were crowded, the nice breeze coming off the ocean, we just spent the better part of a morning and afternoon together on the bike, having lunch at a stop there in Huntington Beach, and there was nothing really exciting and exhilarating about the ride, but to be able to share it with my little girl was pretty cool. Oh, Fitment more than anything else. Find the right bike that fits you. Allow the professionals that you're talking to help you with that, and then consider what you're using the bike for. If you plan on doing a lot of traveling, a lot of touring, or if it's something to just ride around the town. Everybody's got an opinion about what the best bike is, and it might be the best bike for them, but not necessarily the person that's looking to purchase. So there's a lot of information out there. Do your research, talk to the professionals, allow them to do their job, and fit you to the bike that's going to work most optimally for you. We have been lucky enough to, I started off in service, and and we were we were integral in earning some awards early on, and then as I moved up, we received several Bar and Shield awards, silver and gold and bronze awards. I think 6 or 7 over my tenure here. Retailer of the Year, things like that. So I think my favorite thing is getting a new rider on their first Harley-Davidson. The level of excitement, the sense of pride that they have. It's in my opinion, and in a lot of our clients' opinions as well. I think it's a stepping stone in life. It's an achievement. I think a lot of people dream of owning their first brand new Harley-Davidson, and so when it comes to fruition, and they really come along for the ride, and they let us help them with the fitment and getting the right bike for them, and then when it all comes together, and they finally throw their leg over it for the first time, it's a pretty magical thing. I never get tired of it. It's really a lot of fun. Wow. So it's a lot different than most people, I would think, categorize. Our clientele ranges from, highline doctors and lawyers and professionals to your everyday Joe, to the young kid that's, got his first bike in a box and is putting it together, and he's got a dream of building something, and the whole gamut in between. So we really get to meet people from all walks of life, in all stages of life, from all over the world, and it's an exciting thing. I don't think a lot of other manufacturers of anything can say that they have that kind of appeal and that their range of customers so wide. They typically target a demographic and, for lack of a better term, specialize and zero in on that demographic, where we get the opportunity to appeal to everybody, women and children alike, and it's really one of the most exciting part of being involved in a dealership. From purely from a customer standpoint, that we're all riders as well, and on purpose. I want myself and all my staff to be able to identify with our consumer, and actually bring them in as part of the family, right? So that they know that if they have a need for anything, that they feel comfortable walking in the door, walking right into my office, approaching any one of my staff. And not only can we identify with what they need, we can relate, because we're riders as well, right? So we know exactly what they're going through, or what they're going to go through, what they're going to experience, whether they're heading out on a cross-country trek, or if they're just zipping up to High C for pizza. Well, what am I going to need? And who's going to go with me? Well, hell, we'll go with you, because we're riders as well. We'll jump on board. We're down. Wow. I guess first and foremost, I care. I absolutely care about your experience overall, about the way you ride, how you ride, who you ride with, and that you're getting the most out of the experience, that you can possibly get. It's it's not an inexpensive hobby, and it shouldn't be. It should never ever be a paperweight in your garage, right? It should be part of your life. This is a lifestyle that we all live and that we embrace, and we change our plans, and we make our plans, and we structure our life around our motorcycles. We all have the daily grind that we have to go through as well, but on our downtime, the time that we cherish the most, we orchestrate that around our motorcycles, around our Harley-Davidsons, and around our friends that ride Harley-Davidsons with us. Well, I want them to know, first and foremost, that we have the largest support system in the United States, actually worldwide. If you're new to motorcycling and you don't know, and you're not you haven't done a lot of research about the brand and the other alternatives out there, I would, yes, absolutely encourage you to do your research, learn about the history and the heritage of Harley-Davidson, what it took to build the company, the trials that they've gone through to maintain the company for over 115 years now. Maybe look into the competitors and their support system and what they have or haven't done in relation to Harley-Davidson over the years, and really be an educated consumer on what you're getting into. And then also the entire lifestyle of riding a motorcycle, especially a Harley-Davidson. You know, it becomes part of you. And you're jumping in the deep end of the pool. You're not going to throw your leg over a bike and go down to the corner store and be ignored if you're on a Harley-Davidson. You are going to have interaction with people that you've never met, that are just enamored with the fact that you rolled up to the corner store or wherever it may be on the Harley-Davidson, and they're going to want to know about you. They're going to want to know about your machine and your experiences, and you need to be prepared for that. And